First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Come on. Here we go. Mike 35, Mike 35. Come on. Box it. 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Yeah,
that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A game there of 30 big ones.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Seahawk ball carrier, Darnell Savage on the tackle.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. This is out quickly to the right, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Who's that? Check 26, check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On the Seahawks' 23-yard line.
Watch the slant. 26. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers. Being chased out left and out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Rush in. Tight up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call it running play, I think you energize them. They can juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
This is DJ Reed returning.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Down Seattle.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Throwing again here, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Ballore there to make the grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 35's the mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
35's the mark. Bring it. Bring it. Mike 35. Mike 35. Rip right. Rip right. Now, Lynn. Come to the sun. Boom. He's inside. He's checking crowd. Check the base. Hey, black.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Shit. Right now. You got 58. Go right. Shit.
On play action, Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 43.
Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here's Lewis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 31. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
Over here. Slam.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
8-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. The throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson, he'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Here's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now.
3rd and 2.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Wilson. Rolling to his left. And that's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They go play action with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They find some open field here. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard scamper. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra
Well,
point.
partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here's Lewis.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. We are going. Shit. Check. Crunch. 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 Right there. Big dash. Come, come. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, hey, watch this. Watch this. Hey, 88. 88. 88. 630.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Out to his left. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Ballore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Packers 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 34-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes us forward and call it a pickup of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Returning it is Moore. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to be.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. On first down, Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made by
not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll go again to Jones. Room here to run. He's at the 50. 30.
Do what we do. Do what
20,
we do.
10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Packers 22, Seahawks 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Will Redmond.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Complete.
That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Penny, a first down carry. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
29. Packers 22. Jason.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here's Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. seconds. They're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one. It's tempting to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. So the victory here for Seattle. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.